Good morning. Welcome to this May 21st Board of Commissioners meeting. First item is public comment. All right, seeing none, we'll get right to it. I'm going to butcher it, I know it. Dan Beato?
Close enough.
Close enough? Sorry.
It's all right. Can't live my whole life. Just a few updates from landfill today. Looking at mid-July, we're going to start gas construction on the southwest side there. That's going to be, we're going to be adding 7 new additional gas wells, 1,300 feet of gas pipe, 30-inch gas pipe, 1,000 feet of 24-inch gas pipe, and about 1,600 feet of 6-inch gas pipe. Those new lines are going to go to the Clinton County side. We're going to go from the Walnut to Clinton County side. Obviously still waiting on permits and everything to do all this, but that'll run underneath State Road 39 there, a 48-inch jack and bore pipe that goes through there. Looking at August, September, after that construction's done, we're going to be replacing the 2,000 SCFM flare over there with a 4,000 SCFM flare. And then all our gas from that side, from Walnut side, that side of the landfill will be going over to the Clinton side to be burned off. And then the only other thing we have is cell construction is continuing. We're looking at September to October, get that done, be wrapped up, and pushing into that cell.
Okay. Questions, Bert?
I have none.
When, can you remind us, spring cleanup day?
We haven't set a date yet, but as soon as we do, we'll make sure that we get that over to you.
Okay, and can you put a flyer together? I know the local media usually puts it out, and we can share it as well.
Sure.
Is that possible?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate the update.
From
Thank you.
Rick for highway update.
Morning.
Morning, Rick.
Community crossings for Michigan Town Blacktop's been advertised, so hopefully next commissioner meeting we'll be able to open bids and take them under advisement.
Okay.
And we did the scoring for the construction of Bridge 21, and Butler Fairman scored the highest on that. Possibly the first couple weeks in June we should start chip sealing. Still trying to get some of our stone in for that. So I heard Central Paving's coming first couple weeks in June. July they'll come and make our that's about all I got. One of our new trucks is done, and hopefully I can go get that tomorrow.
Okay. Deal.
That's all I got.
Questions, Bert?
No, I have none.
All right. Thanks for the update, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
All right. Don't see Liz here. We don't have any old business, so we'll keep moving on to our new business. We have two ordinances in here. The first one is 2024-06, which is it's come about. It's regulating political signage here on the property of the Clinton County Courthouse. A little background: I know there was talk this spring about trying to put something in place about no political signs around the county, which is completely illegal. There's tons of court cases where municipalities or entities have tried to do that and they've lost. All the case law has been against them. So, but what we do have control over, because there was some questions and inquiries about putting their political signs here at the courthouse while there was early voting, and so we worked with the election board to create an ordinance that would limit that, so that it couldn't be the whole time, because it seems a little unnecessary that everyone transacting business here for a month and a half needs to be succumbed to those signs when they're everywhere else in the county. So this is just limiting those signs that would be here at the courthouse during early voting time. So anything else to that, Tom, that is relevant, you think?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. So there's no questions or comments. Do you have anything, Bert, for that?
I agree with the ordinance. I feel like that there's enough political signs being posted throughout the county in 30 days that it's more than enough. It just is not necessary around the courthouse for that length of time or
Yep.
further. So I'll make the motion that we approve the ordinance 2024-06, political signage. I'll make that motion.
Okay, second. So motion carries 2-0, to adopt this ordinance. Next one is for, we've had a little bit of an issue come up. It's the regulation of the early distribution of tax funds to political subdivisions. Basically, there was some gray area with the IC code in terms of how distributions work. Obviously, the county collects it and then they pay it out to the other political subdivisions. And there's just been a little bit of undue burden in terms of a request that has happened on more of a monthly basis, which is kind of taking advantage of the IC code rather than having your semi-annual draws that are in the spring and the fall. So this ordinance, working through the auditor and the treasurer's office, and Tom kind of put together, that would allow for 2 additional on top of the 2 semi-annual. So a political subdivision could have four draws
draws.
per year. Anything you would like to add to that, Britt or Gina?
No.
Okay, so that kind of summarizes what this ordinance would do. And then if there's, I believe it still has the exception if there was like a hardship, right?
Emergency hardship.
Emergency hardship, a political subdivision could have an additional one. But in terms of, on an annual basis, it would cap that at 4 rather than being able to do 12 of them essentially every month asking for a draw. So,
Mr. President, I'll make the motion that we approve ordinance number 2024-07 in reference to the distribution of tax funds for political party or subdivision.
I'll second that. Motion carries 2-0, so that ordinance is adopted as well. Move on to department heads. Having department heads.
I'm surprised the sheriff's got something to say.
One thing, 2 things, 2 or 3, maybe 5 things, maybe 8. Good morning. I sent the estimates for the hail damage, so you've got those estimates. I also sent the estimate from Skiles for the electric back inside the pod areas of the jail. So really, and I don't know if you've had time to look at the 2 estimates and kind of compare them, so. just
I was good with calling with it. I
Okay.
sent an email back.
Very
I
good.
think it was the cheaper of the 2.
Yep,
I mean,
I'll let
it
them know
doesn't
today.
work, so
Fantastic.
let me-
Really, that's all I've got to have the conversation over is just, I'll get a hold of Conklins, let them know to get started, and I think they have work in dispatch. I don't see Renee, but they've got work down there, so it just makes sense. So,
Yeah.
and it's a better bid. I don't think I have anything else on I'm trying to think real quick on maintenance and some other things, but other than that, everything's rolling pretty good. If we can get the hail stuff started as soon as possible, that would be great. And I can get a hold of you, give you a call, or give Bert a call, one of you, and talk about the vehicles and when to start and all that good stuff. So just let me know.
Can you have Sean send that to Shelley at insurance?
I think he already
He
has.
did? Okay,
I'm
I'll
pretty sure he
follow up
has.
on it. Because,
And,
I mean,
uh,
I think it was close to 85,000.
Yeah, it's not
or
cheap.
Something. I mean, it was a lot. I think
Yeah.
17 vehicles, I believe.
17.
Yeah.
And I do believe there are some that are just standing by to trade, and
Okay,
I mean, it's
okay.
not gonna,
Yeah, that's
I don't
what
think
they
it'll
figure
greatly
out.
affect, the vehicles that are gonna be got,
Those
that
are
we're
not
getting rid of or
necessarily-
processing out. So I'll talk to Sean, make sure he gets that sent to Shelley down there, and really, that's it. Ashley, am I missing anything?
Because I think, 85, it should trigger the claim, I would assume. The deductible is roughly 10, so, that that's a big difference, I guess.
It is, it's a huge
So
difference.
we'll at least
So-
see what they say about it.
Okay.
Go from there.
We will get it sent, I'll make sure it's been sent, but I thought
Okay.
he had sent it last
Okay.
week. So I'll get with him, make sure.
Perfect.
All right, that's all I
Sounds
have.
good.
Have a
Thanks.
great day.
Anyone else?
Stephen wants me to sell an ambulance, so.
Oh, tax sale ambulance.
We can do something with that.
Okay.
Get it figured out.
All right.
It's got well over 200,000 miles on it. The lights don't work, the siren doesn't work, so yeah.
Somebody out there wants it.
I'm sure they do. I see people turn them into like campers and stuff. So, two things. Last Wednesday we had our monthly in-service. All of our staff comes in. We do audit and review where we review cases and stuff. And we had the privilege of having Peyton Manning's Children's Hospital trauma team come in and do a case review for a 6-year-old boy that was hit by a car in April on the day of the solar eclipse. Our team was heavily involved with some very invasive care and transported him to Peyton Manning by ambulance, which took us about an hour or so to get down there. Ultimately, the kiddo made a full recovery. He's still in a wheelchair for they said the next 6 weeks per ortho, but he'll make a full recovery. And I just think it's really important to share that over the last couple of years, we have really expanded our scope of practice for our paramedics in Clinton County. And our medical director said a couple months ago that he would put money that we have some of the most progressive protocols in the state of Indiana. From what I'm seeing places do nationally, I'll say we're right behind the cutting edge, but we're this close. We'll close that gap. But because of the investment from the commissioners, the investment from the council, we're able to achieve these outcomes with the equipment that we have. When we got to Peyton Manning, they used our mechanical ventilator. They used our IV pumps for about 30 to 45 minutes until they got all their stuff set up and got them to CT. So I just want to say thank you for the investment in us, because then we can invest further into the community. So thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good.
Thanks for sharing the story.
Yeah. Second thing, we have an EMT class that'll be starting in August. We took a quick breather last year so that we could really focus on the paramedic program. Once we got that up and running, we promised we'd have more EMT classes, and we're going to fulfill that here in August. Linda Tyson will be the lead instructor. She has invested heavily into EMS education throughout her career. She has helped remediate a lot of students through other programs, invested a lot in EMT students from Frankfurt Fire, and she's really gone above and beyond, and so I think she's going to do a great job. And I know we've got the contracts formulated to be in compliance with the State Board of Accounts. We'll get you the conflict of interest form. We'll get you the contracts so that we're legally compliant with everything. And then we'll continue doing business as normal, continuing to increase the education here in Clinton County for pre-hospital emergency medicine.
Okay. Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. Anything for me?
Good.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Stephen. Morning, Rodney.
Rodney?
First of all, just wanted to thank you again for getting our go-ahead to get our additions. I've got 2 new staff in their offices and are already able to do their functions a lot better that way. So I did want to come to you, gentlemen. I believe it will fall under your purview to give permission. We were just recently on a call with the state, talking to them about lead case management, which we do heavily here in the county. And they usually send us resources to do what's called the risk assessment for the sources, the environmental sources of that. They have informed us of this last call that they don't have the resources to continue to support that for the local health department. So I have reached out to a friend of mine that runs Hamilton County Health Department, and he's lending us some of their support in the meantime, but we need to look to get that capability ourselves. So what that entails is I'm going to send 3 of our staff to get the certified training, but the equipment itself is about $25,000 or so, and I believe that falls under me coming to you to get permission to spend that. So I think the training's going to cost us. It's in Greencastle here in July. It'll probably cost around $3,000 or $4,000 to get them there plus their stay. So, but I wanted to get permission. I've briefed the council that I'll be asking you. So.
Okay. You obviously have the funds to
Yes.
purchase it. Or any comments or questions?
No, I'm good with that.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right. I appreciate it, gentlemen.
Yep. Morning, Chris.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Chris.
Just a quick thing, I sent you guys, or showed you guys, those 2 bids on the shower replacements. My recommendation is to go with JW's. come highly recommended, and they outbid the other company. Third company showed up, never bid it. So that's my recommendation today. There's a difference of $2,086, I think. And I'm okay with lower bid on this situation.
Okay.
I'll make the motion that we go forward with that, and I appreciate, Chris, you grabbing the different bids and go
Absolutely.
forward with it. So I'll make the motion, we accept that, JW.
Okay, I'll second. So JW bid was 16,394 and AAA bid was 18,480, if I did the math correctly.
I think that's
So,
right. Yeah, I had it on my phone. I
Yep.
forgot to bring it up. I know it's 2,086 difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we good? Thank you, gentlemen.
Good.
Appreciate
Okay,
it.
Great. Anyone else? Okay, commissioner reports. Commissioner Weir.
I'll just mention one thing, that our insurance underwriter for both the highway department and the sheriff's office came in for a kind of an inspection of the two departments. And it's my opinion, I've not received or not seen anything in reference to their visit, but I think everything went very positive. Everything was real good. Both the sheriff's department, they made comments, Chris, about your highway department is.
Rick.
Or Greg, yeah. Rick, yeah. They made such a good comment, you went down there and cleaned it up, right? So, but anyway, they were well pleased with both, so knock on wood, there was no red flags kicked up.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Any other items?
that's it.
That's it? Okay, I have two quick ones. We received an email about the supplement local income tax distribution. There should be an additional, I think it's around 170,000 that we'll receive. That'll go towards the lit, the jail lit, and a little bit to central dispatch as well. And then we also got another email regarding an opioid settlement, and that's about 19,000 of restricted funds and another 7,000 of unrestricted funds. So just informational
Both those went well.
income coming in. So outside of that, I don't have anything else. We'll move on to claims. We have claims dated May 10th in the amount of $8,146.36. Claims dated May 17th in the amount of $2,295.24. Biweekly claims dated May 21st in the amount of $558,671.69, and court claims dated May 21st in the amount of $31,110.68.
Motion to approve claims.
All right, motion carries 2-0. Next, we have payroll dated May 3rd in the amount of $546,991.59. Board of Health payroll dated May 3rd, $1,060. Election payroll dated May 3rd, $21,110.60, and election payroll dated May 21st in the amount of $16,217.56.
Motion to approve payroll.
Motion carries 2-0. Next, we have minutes from our April 16th meeting. Did you see any changes that needed to be made?
None.
Okay.
Motion to approve minutes.
All right. Minutes approved 2-0. Our next meeting's June 5th here. Any other business that needs to come before us? Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right. Thank you. Short and sweet.
We're getting the hiring process.
Did what? Yes.